guys, Lindsey Graham here, the Patriot Barbie. I'm here from Arizona with Freedom Square. And today on the Patriot Spotlight, we have Robert from Lawweapons.org. And he's going to tell us about the fight that he's fighting in Chicago for the rest of America. Robert, tell us what you're doing over there.
Well, hi, Lindsay. Thanks for having me on the show here. I own Law Weapons in Naperville, and we're a firearms dealer, manufacturer, and importer. And we do a lot of law enforcement and civilian training for concealed carry and qualifying for law enforcement. Back in August of 22, Naperville, the city of Naperville, enacted an ordinance to ban the commercial sale of assault weapons, what they call assault weapons. We all know those are just common semi-automatic firearms that everybody owns, but they've got this nomenclature that it's an assault weapon. Well, they went ahead and enacted this ordinance, and we heard about it, and we went to the the council members' meetings, or the council meetings, and we protested about it, and I gave them all the facts, and I explained how, look, doing this isn't going to stop any crime, and they're using the Highland Park shooting as a backdrop for this ordinance. And I explained to them, look, what you're doing is not going to stop any crime. It's not going to stop criminals from using a firearm. You're only going to be taking the Second Amendment away from law-abiding citizens. So when I went there, they didn't listen. They could care less, and that's when I learned a little bit about political theater and what's been going on in the political side. So, as a family-run business, my wife, my daughter, and son and I, we sat down and talked and said, hey, should we just move out of Naperville and start somewhere else, or should we stand and fight for everybody's rights? And we looked at it and we said, let's go ahead and fight. Let's not tuck tail and run. Let's stand our ground and help protect people's rights across the country. Originally, we thought it was Naperville, and see what we can get this thing turned around. So we filed a federal lawsuit, and we started going with that lawsuit. Next thing you know, all of our sales start dropping because we can't sell these particular firearms, but customers, listening to the media and stuff, assumed that we were going out of business. So we went from 7,000 customer base company to about 2,000 left in December. So in a matter of months, we went down from we dropped to 15% of our sales. So it was crazy. And then the state of Illinois enacts its assault weapons ban, pretty much mirroring Naperville, but even a wider and broader spectrum. So we went ahead and amended our complaint and included, J.B. Pritzker, the governor, and state of Illinois, the state police, and Kwame, who's the state's attorney here, and filed a lawsuit, or kept the lawsuit going now against the entire state of Illinois. And we are fighting this thing tooth and nail. It's so far we were denied in the district court, so we took it to the appellate court. This is for a preliminary injunction. The appellate court said no, so we went to the U.S. Supreme Court and asked the Supreme Court to step in and make a decision on this. Well, the appellate court said, you know what, we're going to go ahead and listen to a full oral argument and briefs on this, so please don't step in, we're going to do our job. So currently, the case is in front of the 7th District Appellate Court, and on the federal side, and we've already fully briefed it, and it's already gone to oral argument. Now us being the first case to file, the other 4 or 5 cases against the state have all been consolidated into our case, and we're confident we're going to win this case. It's just a matter of we're going to have to do it in the Supreme Court. We don't believe that the appellate court is going to rule in our favor. So we are, as soon as they make that ruling, we're going to file with the U.S. Supreme Court again. And that's where we're going to change the laws across the country that have to do with assault weapons.
Very good, Robert. Thank you so much. Where can people find you and follow you?
Okay, so we have a website. It's lawweapons.org. And what we're trying to do is get, people that have, an interest in your Second Amendment, as Americans that want to fight for our rights, to try to help us here. We're at a point where, we've spent just about all the money we have on this lawsuit and the loss of revenue here in the store. We need help from people to stand up and donate for us to help us continue the fight to protect their rights, not just ours, but all of our rights. Because as soon as they do this in one state, if we let them get it here in Illinois, they're going to compound this across the country. I mean, it's a gun grab. That's what they're trying to do. They want to make criminals out of us and take away our rights and disarm citizens. We need help desperately. And so going to lawweapons.org, you can find a link to our Give, Send, Go page. But our Give, Send, Go is it's givesendgo.com/lawweapons. Or, mail us a check or call on the phone, put something in the kitty. We can do it by credit card any way possible. If we just had all the FOID card owners in Illinois send in $1, we'd be sitting pretty and we'd win this thing. But we do have a long battle. It costs a lot of money, and I've spent well over $1 million right now in this, and we're at the point where we can't keep going. If, they were to succeed and close Law Weapons, this would set back the case. It could be years, because if I close my store, they're going to file a motion to dismiss, and the way these Chicago judges are, they're going to grant it. And then everything will be knocked back down to the district court, and the cases will try to continue, but we're going to be set back years. So we're asking everybody, please help us, help our family, help us help you, and let's all work together and try to beat this thing.
Love it. Well, thank you for your fight, Robert. We appreciate you over here at Freedom Square.
No, you're welcome, and thank you all for taking the time to spend with us.